Hi everybody and welcome back to the Upside Down. How was Pixar's Elemental in the 4DX movie theater experience? Before I get started, please help me get to my goal of 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment on my videos, share my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content coming up. Thank you so much for your continued support. Elemental was one that I was a little apprehensive about how it would be in the 4DX experience. I thought it definitely looked like it fit the experience, but I didn't think it would maybe have enough to make it worth it in the format. And I honestly think I was wrong. It fits the experience very well because there's all these different elements that the theater can use because of all the different elemental characters in the film. Side note, there's no fire in 4DX experiences. Maybe one day they can figure out a way to safely do something like that. It would be cool as long as it's like definitely safe. Obviously shows at Disney and Universal, Cirque du Soleil, stage shows, sometimes they can use fire and it's safe, but I think it's going to be probably harder to do it in a movie theater, but it would be cool to one day maybe see something like that. So no fire aspects, but there's the wind, there's scents, there's water. There's definitely some good uses of the water effects here. I mean, one of the elements is water. One of the main characters, Wade, he is water. They use it very well. I actually expected them to even use it more, but you definitely felt it at times, it raining or, you know, spraying, misting kind of from either like the top of the auditorium and then some sprays coming from the front of you. Thought it was used very well, like I said, but just not as much as I expected, but if still effectively, still really well. There's scents. There's always one scent that I notice. I don't really notice any different scents, but it seems to be nature, and there's, you know, there's a lot of nature in this movie. You do smell some of that. I mentioned in my short review for the Pixar short Carl's Date, when he sprayed his fragrance, you smelled the scent. The seat movements though, that was one thing I was like, is there going to be enough? And there is. This is a tamer 4DX experience, so if you want something that's tame, not too crazy and over the top and you know, throwing you out of the seat, I think this is definitely the movie to see in 4DX. There's definitely a few really cool scenes that I definitely remember, and that is when Ember gets upset, when she loses her cool, when she loses her temper, she almost explodes. Her fire on her body, her fire on her body expands and she kind of explodes. You feel the vibrating in the seats and you feel the seats move as if someone in front of you exploded. Well, obviously not. Obviously, if someone in front of you yells like that, you're not gonna be brushed back. I thought the seat movements were very good in that part. The wind was used very well throughout the whole movie. Little massagers in the back of your seat, the little punchers, the little puffs of air, they were all used to a great ability throughout this film. It makes this a really good 4DX experience and a really tame one if you want to try 4DX. I think this is a good one to take the family to try 4DX for the first time, or if you tried it before and it was too much for you. I can't imagine this one's going to be too much for you unless you just don't want to move or don't want any of the extra effects. You just want to sit there and watch a movie, then yeah, obviously 4DX is not going to be for you. But I do think that if you have liked the experience before, or if you thought it was just a little too much, this one might bring you back to enjoying that experience. I think this is a very immersive film. I think this is a great Pixar movie in general, but it lends itself well to the 4DX experience. This incorporated a lot of the abilities of the auditorium. I really appreciated that. I was actually expecting this one not to be one that I would necessarily recommend, but I think that it's a fun family film. I think it's great in the 4DX experience, and like I said, tame, so you gotta keep that in mind. It's a tamer one, so it could definitely be an enjoyable one for the people that don't want that wild seat movement that you experienced maybe in Spider-Verse or The Flash. I definitely recommend Pixar's Elemental in the 4DX movie theater experience. Again, please help me get to my goal of 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for your continued support. If you've liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more content from me, please click around here to see some other content from me. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the movie fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, make me your 4DX guy, and come to the Upside Down.